What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? Wait a minute, because I look like I've been asleep, because I have been. Let me put my shades on. Anyway, what's going on, you guys? It's be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. They're done. All right. So we are here today to talk about Love and Mayor Chanceville's Destiny Payton, her ex-husband, LaBerrick. That's what we're here to talk about, you guys. Okay. I was sent this shit this morning. T did a live about it this morning. Yeah, and if you was in T's live, y'all know that I was up in there. Okay. Then I think Butterfly did a live. I think Marcella did a live. I think a couple of if I'm not mistaken, I think Chit Chat did a live about this. I hope I'm not mistaken. Most people that follow and cover LAMH have done lives about this. Now, my ass was at work all morning, so I had to wait until I got home from work to really get my ass up here and really just talk about it today. So that's what I had to do. I had to wait a minute, y'all. So we are in the building today. We're gonna have us a time. I don't intend on being on here long. I'm really intending on just giving about 30 minutes of my time, because I really woke up from my nap to really get up here and talk about it. Because I know people was waiting for me to come up here and say what I gotta say about this situation. Now, let me see. Yes, we was windmilling for you early this morning. Yes, y'all was, honey. And baby, I don't know if I really want to even go there. But I'm just gonna say this. That was the funniest shit ever. I ain't never showed out a clown nobody before like that in my life on YouTube. I have never done that. That shit was hilarious to me. Okay, y'all gotta understand that was some funny ass shit. That was some funny ass shit. And when I tell y'all, when I tell y'all, I want y'all to believe me when I say and listen to me when I say. I promise I don't give a fuck about nothing that nigga was saying. I was really up in there showing the fuck out, like for real. Like I was trolling my ass off because it was funny. It was funny. Like, for real. Because people really be taking this shit so motherfucking seriously and shit. Like, that's the thing they be getting me about the people. They be taking this shit so goddamn serious. Like, grow up. No, oh God. But yeah. But yeah, y'all. We're gonna have us a good time up in here though. I got a couple of things to say. I ain't got a lot to say because LaBerrick really ain't nobody, but it's a trending topic and I ain't really got much to talk about right now. So we're gonna talk about it, y'all. So first of all, let me start off by saying thank you guys because I hit 56K last night. Thank you guys, and I just hit it again because soon as you hit your goal, people wanna make it hard for you. But yes, honey, I hit 56K. I appreciate you guys for everything that you guys did, and we got more goals to reach. I just want to start off by saying this. Now I know that it was stated that LaBerrick posted a response, so I need to make sure I get that too. Now, did he post a response on his social media? And if he did, let me go ahead and go to Instagram right now as we speak. And what is his name on Instagram if he did post a response? What's his name on IG? I think that's it. I don't see none out here. I'm on his IG, but I don't see a response. All I see is his son. I think that's the last thing I seen him post was his son. I don't see nothing else. Unless he deleted the shit. Does anybody know how they can? If can anybody get me the response? You send it to my DMs. You know, because I'm on his page right now and I don't see shit. So, but y'all, we're about to get okay. There we go. Let's see. Somebody just sent it to my DM. Okay. All right, I got you. So let me go ahead and I got to get everything together. Okay, y'all. So while I get that straightened up, let's go ahead and get into this thing right here, y'all. So this is the situation. This is his mugshot, and this is him being booked and all that other good stuff. Okay, so it says, you know, LaBerrick Dewan Williams. Okay, that's the nigga name. I think that, let me see, he was arrested on January the 19th, 2025 at 7:26 p.m. Okay, and he was released on the same day at 8:43 p.m. The charge was domestic violence, third harassment. Okay, so it's pretty much, isn't that the same thing that Martell got charged with, as far as, you know, the communications thing? Is that what this is? You know, because it says, you know, domestic violence, the third third harassment. That's pretty much what this is. It's harassing communications, as far as, you know, the whole domestic violence thing. That's what it looks like to me. It's pretty much the same damn thing. Oh, it's not the same? Okay. I thought it was the same, since it said something about harassment. Yeah, I know what Martell had. I thought that this was kind of the same thing as what he had. But thank you guys for letting me know that it's not the same thing. So here's the thing when it comes down to LaBerrick, right? Now, Destiny has alleged a lot of stuff about this young whippersnapper. Okay, she has alleged a lot about him. She has said, you know, she's alluded to a lot of things that LaBerrick has done to her. And a lot of it seems like I just felt like when she was speaking on him, you know, before she could even say a word about him, I always thought that it was possible DV and stuff like that. That's how it came across to me when I would hear her say things about LaBerrick, you know, because even when Melody was kind of talking about it, she said that with all the stuff that he had done to her, and that's why, you know, she had blocked him on social media and his phone, and she didn't want to have nothing to do with him because all the things that she was aware of that he did to her, right? I think I remember her saying that. But here's the thing here. I all I know is that we really don't know who called the police on him. We don't know why he's in jail. Well, why he went to jail in the first place. But what I'm gonna need for people to stop doing is, every time something happens with these niggas that Destiny used to fuck with, everybody want to call Destiny name and make it sound like she the reason why these niggas is in jail. When Moses went to jail, the first thing everybody did was call her name and blame her because this nigga done went to jail. As if, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't on national TV showing that. Let me see. As if he wasn't on TV showing out, as if he wasn't on TV, you know, doing what he was doing and going from state to state on national TV, knowing that he's not supposed to leave St. Louis and knowing that he had no business being in Huntsville. So if anything, word could have got back, you know, they could have seen that shit on TV because he got arrested while the show was airing, and they could have reached out and called him that way. why she had to be the one to get him put in jail. You feel what I'm saying? So I just felt like that was bound to happen. Like, you already know you're not supposed to be going from state to state anyway. So if you already know that, why would you even get your ass on TV as well and do it on TV? That's stupid. Okay. When it comes down to this though, looking at LaBerrick, looking at these charges, seeing how similar he is to Martell, I just can't help but wonder. I just can't help but wonder. LaBerrick did all that stuff to you. You know, she alleged that she was going through DV and stuff like that. So how could you be cool with a person? Don't tell me how to run my platform. How could you be cool with a person that's kind of doing the same thing? And the thing is, how could you be okay with a person doing it to somebody else? I just don't get that. And you know, I've said that a couple of times already. You know what I mean? I've said that a couple of times before. Like, how can you be okay with Martell and be hanging around him, filming with him, you know, being okay with some of the things that he's saying and okay with being okay with some of the things that he's doing, and you claim that your ex did the same thing to you. And I just could not be cool with that in the least bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I was a person that went through domestic violence and I dealt with it for a while, and a person that I happened to not really fuck with like that was going through the same thing, and I'm looking at her just shaking my head and not really giving a fuck or minimizing her and what she went through, then yeah, that's kind of ridiculous to me. I don't see how that would be okay with any goddamn body. You feel what I'm saying? To me, LaBerrick and Martell are birds of a feather. You know, I don't see him being any different than Martell, to be quite honest. I just never seen it. I've always said that though. Like, how could you be cool with a person that's doing some of the same stuff to your ex best friend? They're doing the same thing to her that they did to you, and you're fine with that. So that's hypocrisy on her behalf, right? Now, it's also hypocrisy when I see people bigging up LaBerrick, okay, bigging him up, defending LaBerrick, and saying that Destiny lied on him about being abused. I'm not here for that. Not here for it. And I ain't got no time for it either. I'm not here for this shit. And motherfuckers can be mad all the fuck they want to when I say this shit. But I'm not finna sit up here and big up one person for speaking on their situations with domestic violence and then look at the next motherfucker and say, oh, well, I don't like this bitch, so therefore what she went through ain't real, or she ain't go through shit or whatever. I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna be okay with that. Regardless of the fact that Destiny's MO is very questionable, and the things that she do is questionable, and the things that she stand by is fucking questionable. All of the shit is questionable. So I'm not never gonna sit up here and act like it's not. But for me, just speaking on me, because I don't give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers on this show. Let's be honest here. I don't care about none of them. So let's not make this about Scotty don't like Mel, so he defending Destiny. Destiny, Scotty likes Destiny, but he don't give a fuck about Mel. Let's be clear. I don't give a fuck about not one motherfucking soul on this damn show. They could all run in traffic for all I care. I just want that to be known and make that clear. There may be some that I just dislike a little bit more than others, and that's just that. But if you really want to be honest, all in all, I don't like nobody on this motherfucking show. So I don't give a fuck about nobody that much on this damn show to do anything. I'm just being real. I just ain't never been here for shit like this. Like, we not finna sit up here and act like it's okay for one, and then, and say that it's not okay for the next. I just, and I'm just gonna, and I'm saying that because I grew up in a house with a man that that abused my mama, that put his hands on my mama when I was growing up. A man that I've had to fight, several different times in my life and things like that. You know, Kisco, really? Are we gonna pull that card? We don't like Destiny, so we're against her. Typical. So if it's typical, then why the fuck are you here? But anyway, I grew up in the house with a man that that put his hands on my mother, and sometimes put his hands on us, and we had to fight him as kids. Like, I fought him several different times. Like, I had to square up many times. The last time I had to square up with him, I was about 24 years old. It involved a candle being thrown, and it involved a knife being pulled, and it involved a lot of shit. And he knew not to try me like that when things like that was going around. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna be team man that puts his hands on women. You know what I mean? So in my eyes, LaBerrick and Martell are pretty much one and the same. But I really believe that, but I just don't agree with people defending LaBerrick. Like, why are y'all defending him? Like, LaBerrick ain't no better than the next person. So why are we defending him? And it does come across like the only reason why we're defending him is because we don't like this young lady that we're talking about. So that's why we're defending him. It makes it easier. It makes it easier for us to defend him because we don't like Destiny. It's hypocrisy all the way around. The fans are hypocritical. And then you got Destiny being hypocritical because you can't tell your story and tell us about how horrible LaBerrick was to you and how bad he treated you. And you friends with a nigga that's doing the same thing to his ex-wife. That's the part that don't make sense to me. That's the part that has never made sense to me. It's the fact that it's just the fact that you really think that you being cool with this man is absolutely fine and it's okay. I mean, I guess you could be cool with anybody that you want to, but you can't speak out against certain things and then be okay with a man that does the same damn thing. Well, Kenya, you need to allow me to say what I gotta say first. We're talking about Destiny right now. To be honest, this is really about Destiny. I'm really not trying to make this about Mel because I ain't got time to be fighting with none of y'all in these comments, to be honest. Like, I really ain't got time for it. But this is really about Destiny. It really ain't got nothing to do with Mel. This story is about Destiny. But if you want to ask me that, I'll just go ahead and say that I don't see why she's cool with him either. Did I say it was okay for Mel to hang out with him, or did I not just say that I don't see why she's cool with him either? I don't agree. I don't agree with Mel hanging out with LaBerrick either. But at the same point in time, this story ain't got nothing to do with her. It's about Destiny and LaBerrick. You know, this is about LaBerrick coming out being arrested for DV. That's what this is about. And it's just mainly about it's mainly about how there are some people that are defending him. There are some people that feel like Destiny is the reason why he's in jail and all this other stuff. So it really ain't got nothing to do with Mel. I'm not gonna bring her into this. Now, as far as LaBerrick goes, I think it was very recent that his father got arrested for the same charge because he was beating somebody with a damn hammer, damn near killed that person with a damn hammer. Like father, like son. Like father, like son. He probably watched his dad do the same thing to his mama. Now, the thing of it is, we really don't know who the victim is in this situation. It's just easy for us to talk about Destiny. And it's easy for us to bring it back to Destiny and the things that she's alleged that he's done to her. That's why we're even talking about Destiny at this particular moment right now, because it's easy to do so because of the things that she's alleged. And I'm not saying that she's lying about it. I ain't gonna never sit up here and say that she's lying and all this other stuff, but Destiny hasn't been completely forthcoming about things in the past, and she hasn't been completely truthful about certain things in the past either. So it's easy for a person to believe that she's lying because that is the reputation that she gave herself, which is being a full-fledged liar. Hate to say it, but that's what she's given, and that's what she has gave. You feel what I'm saying? And for anybody that's gone through, domestic violence and things like that, I'm always sympathetic to the things that they've gone through in the past. Like there's a lot of artists or a lot of people that, and I hope y'all can hear me now that I move my mic out the way. But there's a lot of people, there's a lot of reality stars that I don't really particularly care for that have gone through domestic violence. And because I grew up around that type of stuff, I always have sympathy for them. No matter who it is, I always got sympathy for it, no matter what. I ain't never been here for this type of shit ever in my life. Never been here for it. Even when Martell was doing the same. And you know what? That's the first, like, people love to throw up Mel all the time when it comes down to me. But no matter if I think that she's condescending, passive aggressive, she get on my nerves, I could say all that. But when it come down to the things that Martell did to her and the things that Martell has said and the things he's attempted to do, I've always been on her side. I don't be on her side a lot when it comes down to the other women on the show, with the catty shit with the other women on the show. But when it come down to Martell and the things that he's done, I don't understand how anybody could be on any side besides hers when it come down to Martell. I ain't never took up for Martell, never been on his side on nothing. You know what I mean? And what is up with everybody in Huntsville going to jail all the time? Like, what is up with that? What is up with that? It seemed like every other time we turn around, everybody getting arrested for something. Martell arrested. Destiny was arrested last year or the year before that, I believe. It's a couple of folks on this show that then got arrested, had a mugshot, all this other stuff. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like that before. I've only been arrested one time I've been arrested twice in my whole life. The first time I got arrested was for fighting. The second time I got arrested was because I was driving without a license. So them the only two times I've been arrested. Simple assault and driving without a license.
But then again, I never had to take no mug shot or nothing when I fought. I was 18 when I got arrested for fighting, though. How about I've never been arrested? Being arrested is not normal. No, it's not. I'm not trying to normalize people getting arrested. I'm just saying I've been arrested before. And that's mainly for simple assault. So, you know, I've been arrested before, so it don't matter. But they keep getting arrested. I ain't been arrested in God knows how long, though. DV with a man? What man? And what man does he know that got? Oh, Jesus. I've never been arrested almost for fighting, but once I saw the flashing lights, I got the heck on. Well, I wish I would have got the heck on the day I got the fight. Police just walked up on me and arrested my ass. So, you know. I love that you keep your ear to the street, Scotty. Keep it coming. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. For my disgusting ass with false teeth in my mouth. Let me see. Let's look at some of the comments. I'm sorry, but LAMH is very strange to me, and I think the whole cast are weirdos. And this is coming from a person who has a fair judgment for people, but they are strange, and so is Carlos. Oh God, they are strange. This is one cast that's very much so strange. They're all weird. It ain't nobody really got shit to say and stuff like that. So it's crazy. I'm too thick for jail or prison. Oh my God, Jeremy, you are a mess. But they would take you down, Jeremy. I'm gonna tell you something about Jeremy. I'm gonna tell you something about my friend. Jeremy got smooth chocolate skin. He says he's thick, but I'll be the judge of that when I see him in a couple of weeks. He says he's thick with a lot of chocolate skin. They gonna get you. They gonna get you. You're right up there, Allie. They gonna get your ass. Literally. That's what they're gonna do, Jeremy. I'm just telling you now. So don't do nothing wrong. Don't do nothing wrong now, because they're gonna get on your ass. Literally and figuratively, they're gonna get on your ass. Okay? Because I know that if I go to jail, they're gonna get on my ass too. That's why I don't ever want to go. Because they're gonna get my ass. Literally. And he's bald and bearded. The men's will fall to their knees. Exactly. And he's very intelligent. He speaks well. He speaks well. He doesn't have, he knows how to say what he wants to say in the proper tone. And that's going to make their mouths water. Yeah, Jeremy, stay out of prison. Stay out of trouble. Just saying. I'm honestly questioning the laws in Alabama related to DV and crime similar to that. Why does it seem like they don't take it seriously? If you want me to be honest, I feel like people in general don't take DV seriously. I don't think they take it seriously at all. And it's very unfortunate that they don't. But I feel like none of them take this shit seriously as they should. They should take it fucking seriously, but they don't. It's something like even with domestic violence and the way that they, go about it and stuff like that, like it never makes sense to me. I remember it was an incident in 2002 with my mom and my stepdad. He the one who put his hands around my mother's neck. And, I was the one that was 13 fighting them off. And when the police were called, my mother had to leave. He didn't have to go nowhere. Me, my sister, and baby brother had to be the ones to leave. But he put his hands on my mama. Why the fuck we gotta go? Why he can't go nowhere? Well, we got to leave the house. He was the one that was the aggressor. Why the fuck we got to leave? Like, I never get the things that goes on with DV. And it just like, I guess because people claim DV a lot and sometimes it don't be that serious, I guess, but it doesn't matter if you think it's that serious or not. DV is damn DV. And if a person calling you telling you that they getting their ass kicked by their nigga, then you need to go up there and see about it. Like, they don't even, like, I was just like, I remember being 13 when that shit happened. And I'm like, nigga, I'm up here fighting this man up off my mama, and you mean to tell me that you mean to tell me that I'm the one that we're the ones that got to get the fuck out? That don't make sense to me. Let me see. I know a guy who was getting his beat by his boyfriend in Atlanta, and the cops paid the dust. I'm talking black eye and all. I was so disappointed talking to him. Up north, they would lock you up. And see, they probably didn't even consider that domestic violence because it was two men, as if that cannot be considered DV. It don't matter what gender, what sexuality you are. DV is DV. Like, come on now. What angers me the most is how women respond to other women in DV, automatically siding a woman. Y'all finna trigger me because this reminds me of K. Michelle in Georgia Prune, how she sat there and looked in that girl's face and told her that nothing happened to her. You deserve to feel safe at all times, especially in your home. Absolutely. Absolutely. I got so many stories for y'all. Some stories, I feel like I've told y'all a lot about my life. I feel like I have. I've told y'all a lot of stories about my life. And I kind of think that sometimes I done told y'all every single morsel about me. And sometimes I feel like I've told enough in my life. You feel what I'm saying? But there's so many things that there's a lot of things that I could say. Scotty talking about he gonna see when I get there. Scotty's scared he gonna be staring at my butt. Child, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna look and see for myself. I look now. I remember me and Jamar and I was going to Dario's birthday party the other day, and I looked at Jamar and said, Jamar, you got a fat ass. I didn't know you had a fat ass like that, friend. Jamar got a fat ass. Y'all don't ever see it, but he got a fat ass, y'all. But let me see. I'm thankful I've never dealt with DV. Oh, yes. Let me see. They used to make my nephew leave even though his wife was hitting. Anyway, she ended up unblinking him in front. Oh, wow. I had an experience, and for a long time, I didn't notice how I was hurting my kids. When I got out of it, I promised them I'll never bring another man in their life. You're doing the right thing, because I'm telling you, as a guy that grew up in a house with a man that would lose it ever so often on his mama and put hands on her, that shit affects you. I'm telling you, like, growing up like that, I'm gonna tell you how it affects you. It's one example. When I hear elevated voices, I always get on guard every time I hear somebody get loud. I remember back in May, my baby brother and I, we were over my best friend's house because, she had just lost her mom or whatever. And that was the day of the funeral. And there was a whole lot of people at the house, right? So when we would hear people's voices get loud, we jump up. We both hopped up and ran into the other room. And when we saw them, they weren't doing nothing but just talking loud. They weren't even getting, book or anything like that. They were just talking real loud. So when we hear elevated voices, our first instinct is to jump up and see what's going on. That's what we do. That's one of those triggers and traumas that we got, that we grew up with. Because anytime I would hear anything, would trigger it for me. If I hear a loud voice, if I hear a random thud, like a, I'm thinking somebody didn't got hit or something like that. So yeah. When are the meet and greets coming? I'm trying to figure it out now. This is year 15, so I'm trying to figure that out now. I'm pretty certain that ATL would be the first place that I would do a meet and greet at. I already got threatened by a fan today about that. Somebody already threatened to beat my ass and whoop my ass today. So I'm not really sure if I need to have a meet and greet, y'all, because my life was threatened, honey. But but we working on it though. We working on it. I got into a fight with my aunt's man who used to beat her, and he gave me a run for my money. Never again. They still together until this day and been together for 20 plus years. That's crazy. And I know I wouldn't get into no fight with his ass again either. That happened in T's chat earlier today, Tracy. Look at feisty. Now here you go. I'm dealing with it now. My child's father only got 6 months in jail and 10 years probation. He gets out in January. It gets out in April. Ooh. That's crazy. I experienced it towards the end of my marriage because he didn't want me to leave. So weird. He would try that tactic and I never understood it. Child. Now, since we're talking about that, let's get into LaBerrick. I hope. Okay, so this is his response. It says, "Thank God for my why." So he basically saying, "Thank God for his why." I don't know what the fuck that means, but thank God for my why. That's his response to going to jail and being arrested for DV. Whatever his why is supposed to be. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you why. I don't know. I don't know. All I gotta say is that these men on this show are ridiculous. They're crazy. They're crazy men. They're crazy human beings. It's just so crazy how they do the shit that they do. Not Scotty was acted up and got the girls activated. Was he reading them feisty? Look, Prophet. I did not start that with that dude in that. Let's make that clear, Prophet. Why feisty talking I was over there acting a fool. Now she gonna blame this all on me, but I literally did not say nothing to that young whippersnapper. I ain't say nothing to that man. That man called my name first. Then he started, saying I need to kick rocks without socks. Then he said he'll whoop my ass and all this other stuff. Now he started out by saying he will whoop my ass. And of course, when you making a threat towards me, of course I'm gonna troll the shit out of you now. I'm gonna troll the hell out of you now since you done threatened to whoop my ass over a reality TV personality. Now I'm gonna have me some fun with it. Now you said you will whoop my ass, and if I am in Atlanta, ain't you in Atlanta? I'll whoop your all this other shit. So now you want to say you gonna whoop my ass and shit. So now I'm gonna make you even more madder. I'm gonna make you more pressed and black and decker. That's what I'm gonna do. Cause y'all know I ain't never worried about nobody whooping my ass now. And I was up in there talking about, oh my God, he's threatening my life. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh my God, like I was pretending like I was a Karen and shit like that. That was me trolling. Because anybody that knows me well enough to know that I ain't never been no scary motherfucker. Okay, ever. Never been. Especially over some people I probably ain't gonna never see in life on the internet. Like, come on now. But I was having fun with that shit. I ain't start that. He came at me first. Mr. Still Standing came out this morning. I ain't gonna lie to you now. I ain't gonna lie to you though, man. They brought that old energy up out of me today. But I honestly can say that it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool for me. I was cool as a cucumber. Like, he's the one who kept on talking about he was gonna fight me. It was funny. ATL. I mean, child, that man gonna be at Bulldogs every night, hoping you come by. And that's a girl, child. I don't never go to Bulldogs. That's one thing about it. I don't even go to Bulldogs like that. If I do go to Bulldogs, I'm with Carl, Jamar, and Tramel because they're telling me to go with them. That's the only time I go to Bulldogs, child. So any other time, you ain't gonna never catch me at Bulldogs because I don't like going to Bulldogs. It's too ghetto to me. For me, I don't like it. It reminds me of the club back at home. That's what it reminds me of, child. Oh my God, now these people crazy. What we doing, Scotty? Look, and this was all over mail. He was so mad with me. Now, Scotty, you can't say nothing about me and Catherine windmilling for you when other started drama. I'm still stuck on the fact that you and a couple of other people was in somebody else's chat fighting on my behalf over a year or so ago. I'm still surprised by that. I didn't know all y'all was over there fighting. I didn't know you was over there. Tracy was over there. I think Feisty was over there. Patches was. All y'all went over there to that. Y'all went over there to the hood to defend me. I had no idea about that. I had no idea that y'all went over to the hood to defend me. Let me see. He better not ever say nothing about me again. What did I do? And what did I say? Look, we get all off topic. We get all off topic at this particular point now. We really are. But Feisty just, and let me tell you something about Feisty. Feisty didn't have my back at all, child. Feisty didn't have my back. She was blaming me for everything when she know it wasn't my fault. She knew it wasn't my fault, but sitting up here trying to blame me. It was crazy. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Here comes the last. I told that man to apologize to you. By you telling that man to apologize to me, you didn't do nothing but make him even more mad. He kept on saying, Scotty. I'm like, okay. Clearly, you want to. That's why you keep on saying Scotty, because you and T's chat steady worrying about me. That shit was funny as hell. I'm sorry, y'all. It was funny. I can't even sit up here and tell you the lies. That shit was funny as hell. Now I'm telling you to shut the fuck up. Oh my God, I can't. But y'all, the moral of the story is this. Hold on, wait a minute. Not the Scotty gang getting activated and ready to squabble in the early days of 2025. Child, he was mad, y'all. If he could put hands and feet on Scotty, he would have. Exactly. Started to think Scotty be instigating stuff so he could see us coming out swinging. No, Patches, that is not true. I promise you, when I was up in T's chat, I literally I didn't even say nothing to him. I didn't say nothing to that young whippersnapper. I didn't say nothing to that man. I came up in there and I was giving my opinion, and he came for me. He ain't came for me. He came for me first. He started with me. And my words, I'm great with my words, as you know. That made him want to fight me. Did he start threatening to fight me? I didn't do nothing to that young whippersnapper. I ain't do nothing to him. I just like to point out, Scotty, not Catherine, has even pulled any. Oh No, T only see T likes that troll and shit. See, T don't mind people like him and I'm a millimeter coming up in there creating a ruckus. See, he likes that bullshit. You know what I mean? He likes that bullshit. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Get the fuck out of my face. I ain't got time for that. T likes that shit. I don't. I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. But I will say the whole chat had my back though. I will say the whole chat was swinging and banging, as Sean Bradley was saying, swinging and banging for me in that chat. I will say that the whole chat had held me down, child. But you know, but y'all, that is all I got to say about this. And then Scotty goes to the chat of people he know he don't like. Scotty, I don't even know what the fuck Feisty talking about now. See, this is where I'm finna go. Because Feisty sitting up here slandering me now. So much for being the queen. What Teresa say? Tell him to come around here and let's see how far that goes. Listen. Not the message remember the bomb thugs out. Boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you gonna do when it ain't nowhere to hide. Just because for you, just because for you. But y'all, I'm finna get the fuck out of here. I'm finna get out of here. I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. Listen, that's all I really got for Miss LaBerrick Williams and his DV charge. That's all I got. I slick want to do a video about this whole situation with Nelly and Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross performing for Trump. I really want to do a video about that. And then it's a lot of I want to talk about that. I don't know if y'all really care about my opinion on that, but I do want to talk about that though. Because it's a lot of stuff to be said about Nelly and him performing for Trump and shit like that, and Snoop Dogg with his hypocritical ass. But I gotta go and get ready for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. But that's in about 2 hours, so I'm gonna see what I can do as far as talking about the whole Trump performers and things like that. We'll see. I just got. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video just on that. I need to find something else to go with it. So that's what I'm finna do now. So we're gonna see y'all over on Simply Sakina's page for the panel. For those of you who's asking whose page is gonna be on, it's gonna be on Sakina's page. If I'm not mistaken, Sakina has already made the link, I believe. So I'm gonna go and get her link and share it to my homepage so y'all can, set y'all reminders. But yes, we're gonna be over on Sakina page at 8:30. So I'm gonna holler at y'all a little bit later, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.